Today, I'm going to teach you this technique. I'm going to teach you how native speakers do it, so you can do it to sound more native, and so that you understand the mechanics behind kind of faster speaking, so you can understand native speakers. For example, you see a phrase, what do you? For example, in a sentence, what do you do? But Americans would never say like this, what do you do? They would say, what do you do? What do you do?
What do you do?
It's just connecting everything. What do you do? Another phrase, I am going to do some shopping. What Americans would say, they would say, I'm gonna do some shopping. Again, not I'm going to, I'm gonna do. Again, they've connected something, they actually paraphrase it a little.
I'm gonna get some water. Do you want some?
And some Americans would even say, I'm gonna do shopping. This is like the very, very contracted version of it. So what Americans do, they take those smaller words and they pronounce them in a way that is easier for them in daily speech. For example, article the is pronounced like the. What's the weather today? So they don't say what's the weather today. They say they say what's the weather today. So it's the because it's easier.
Oh, what about the weather report?
You sometimes sounds like yeah. Do you want to go for a walk? Again, do you want to go for a walk? Sounds as if you just started learning English. Do you want to go for a walk? Sounds closer to being a native speaker. And another thing that you might have noticed, when we say what do, so we have T at the end of the word what, and we have D at the beginning of the word do, we kind of invent a new sound here. Instead of saying what do you do, we say what you do. So there is a sound ch, which appears in the middle. For example, what you do for a living. What you do for a living.
What you do?
I am going to go out to Walmart. Do you need anything? I'm gonna go out to Walmart. Do you need anything? Again, I replaced I'm going to with I'm gonna go to Walmart. And I've connected Walmart with do. We have a word that ends with T and we have a word that begins with D. So I'm gonna go to Walmart. Do you need anything? And there is this ch that appeared in the middle. The next word, they say something. I don't know why this appears, it's just the way the language evolves when people speak it, but can you give me something? This is sometimes what native speakers say, which is correct. Don't be confused, it's just the same as something. The next phrase, let me give you something. The Americans would say, let me give you something. So they just omit the letter T and you get let me get you something.
Let me give you something.
In American English, if you have a letter T in the middle of a word, sometimes you pronounce it as D. Letter, letter.
Letter?
Because it's faster, because it's smoother. City, you don't say it. City, city.
City?
It's like DNR, city. Bitter, and it sounds a little British, so in Great Britain they would say still bitter. In American English they would say bitter.
Bitter.
Let me give you some more examples. Bottle, bottle. Butter, butter. Computer, computer. I can't even say it with the T. Computer, computer, computer. Daughter, daughter. 80, 80. 40, 40. Little, little. Settle, settle. 30, 30. You see, this T converts to D all the time. As you noticed, it's even unnatural for me to say little, 30, just because I'm so used to, inserting D instead of T. This would come automatically, not automatically, automatically to you guys when you practice. This is first the way to speak faster. Second, this is the way to speak more naturally. And third, this is an easier way to understand native speakers because you now know how the mechanics work. So if you're interested, continue watching this video. Let's look at some examples. Instead of want to, you say wanna.
I wanna know.
Wanna know what?
I want to go to London. I want to study in the US. Because when you say, I want to study in the US, it sounds a little weird. It doesn't have this natural flow. So with these reduced forms, you're getting this natural flow to your language. Let's look at another example, and please go ahead and try saying stuff together with me. I'm going to wash the car, but you're gonna say, I'm gonna wash the car.
I'm gonna go wash up.
Which is, again, a little strange. You say, I don't know. I don't know. And this D is actually replaced with R. I don't know. You're not saying D. You don't say I don't know. You're saying I don't know. It's like I don't know. Yeah, it's weird, but this is how it works with the language. I don't know. Try it.
Listen, I don't know and I don't care.
Yes. And the last but not the least, got to versus gotta. I gotta do my homework instead of I got to do my homework.
We gotta fix it. Gotta.
You need to decide which accent you want to adopt, because you can speak British English, you can speak Canadian English, you can speak Australian English, you can speak American English. Instead of I have, I've got your back, I've done this before.
I've got your back.
And I'd instead of I would. I'd like to join you. I'd like to stay home.
I'd like to know.
So if you are on track to speak like a native speaker and to understand natives, then the link will be below. It's gonna wait there for you. Please take this course and improve your speech. Thank you so much for watching this video up to the very end, guys. Hit subscribe to this channel in order to not miss my next videos, and I will see you very soon on this channel and on my Instagram, Lingua Marina. Thank you and bye.